Hello, it's Wednesday's Why, where I share with you why something is happening and what you can do about it. So, I have a confession to make. I was stupid. And toxins make you stupid, and that's why I'm sharing this, because it happens to even me, so I want you to be aware. So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, my son, we can muscle test and find out why he's having a certain behavior, or we all have a certain, behavior. It could even be if you trip too many times, or you get too many scabs and boo-boos and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of things you can muscle test to find out what's going on. Well, in his particular case, he was kind of struggling with reading comprehension. And so we said, okay, well, what's going on with that? Well, we found out through muscle testing that he was bad on corn. And so corn was not allowing him to concentrate as much as he would like and to be able to comprehend what he was reading. So we said, okay, let's get rid of corn. So we get that out of your system. Well, we immediately noticed several things. His attitude got better. His skin complexion and pimples got better. And also his hair got less greasy right away. And that was like within 24 hours. So I thought that was really fascinating. That was affecting other things that we didn't really realize that were connected. So like every parents were like, well, we took away corn, what should we give him? And so my husband piped up and said, hey, what about Pringles? I said, well, I can, go to the store and check it. So I did, but I didn't test it. And I didn't look at the back of the box to find out what was in it. So had him try it, and he's like, don't really like it. So like any, parent, we go, well, if you don't like it, someone's got to eat it. And so didn't test bad, and so I ate it. Well, it wasn't right away. But within a couple of days, I started having some discomfort in my digestive system. And this kind of continued. And I don't, like I said, I don't eat these every day. But I noticed that it was just weird. It was like kind of right after lunch. Well, sure enough, after muscle testing and things like that, we discovered it was the Pringles that were making me sick, but in a different way. And I had even bought, like the healthy ones at the health food store. And that's where I actually caught it, because I ate one from the health food store and I immediately got a stomach ache. And so I looked at the ingredients, and sure enough, it has pasteurized milk. Well, I don't do so great on milk. And it was also a seasoning because it was a cheddar cheese flavor. And so that alerted me like, hey, I have something I ate and then I had an effect. That's great when that happens, but there are times when we eat things that we aren't aware it's impacting us days later. And so a lot of times if my son has dairy, it will take 4 days, and then his immune system will get low and he'll get a bacteria, or he'll be more susceptible to getting bacteria in his life. So I think that's very interesting, that we need to be aware that food allergies and food toxins aren't necessarily a cause and effect right away, and then they can kind of dribble on, and then we have a hard time finding it. And that's what's so wonderful about quantum techniques, and what we do is muscle testing to find out why you're having an issue. So these are all going in the trash. So we're no longer doing that. But what it was doing also to me, it was lowering my cognitive ability to find and think critically through what it was that was going on. And so I think that's important, is that, like I said, it affects us in many different ways, and we just need to kind of be aware of what that could be. So like I said, they're going in the trash. So I'm Jody King-Colgrove with Quantum Techniques, and I do health and wellness coaching, and I help people find out, like in their life, what are the Pringles and the corn and the wheat and the dairy that's really impacting you and creating an issue that you don't really realize is a connection. So it's important to know that. And then we use a modality called Quantum Techniques to do that. So I've just shared, one of the things today. In fact, literally when I sat down to do this today, I had like 3 topics I wanted to cover. And I'm like, wow, which one is the most important? But I think this was, because it's really important right now that we realize how important our health is, and to not add products into our life, whether it's inhalants or ingestants or things we're putting on our skin, that are really making us have toxic reactions and not being able to function to our best. So that's why it's important. So I've got great subjects for Wednesday's video for sure. So if this resonates with you, let me know. And if you have a question about your health and maybe what may be bothering you, let me know below. If it's a little more private, you're welcome to send me an email at jody@quantumtechniques.com, and I can answer that question for you. So it's really important that we help you discover why you're having a health issue and what you can do about it. And it really is time to get your health and happiness back and not live in, just yucky and feeling bloated and gross, not being able to think through things, because there is a way to be able to get your health and happiness back. And it really isn't that difficult. So blessings, and I hope you have a great rest of Wednesday. Bye.